said yes to this panel because these three are very opinionated, very smart, and I want a free-flowing conversation.
Yes.
Okay, I agree.
I mean, I don't mean to be rude. I don't know how much Susan, I mean, besides Google, there's no one with a bigger cash hoard. It's like $14 trillion or some.
137 billion, yeah.
I mean, really, that's a really sorry company.
The sort of the cycle of predictions of, you know, glory and doom is inevitable, and now, you know, that's happening with
Except,
Apple.
I mean, remember when
We live in a time of extraordinary change. On the other hand, there are like lots of companies that are leaders. They have good technology, and I think, you know, the players that we have today are going to continue to innovate, and there are going to be new entrants, and we're all going to be trying to think what are the next things that are coming and how to.
Like any company, they have some challenges, and the magic unicornness of it is over because Steve Jobs died. But that's not.
The market is always changing, and so whereas before you might be able to sort of kick back and say, oh, you know, let's just see what happens. Like, every day there's a new player, there's a new trend. Every day you're like, oh, and you look at how much change we've had over the last 10, 15 years. It's been tremendous. And you look forward and you say, well, how much change are we going to have in the next 10 years? Is it going to be the same? Is it going to be less? Is it going to be more? Like, I'd argue it's going to be even more. It's going to be even faster.
We're certainly seeing more women in the startup world and at tech companies. The problem is that we're not seeing enough technical women, and that's
entrepreneurs. And there's all kinds of excuses. There's all kinds of saying why it doesn't happen. And I think it's because mostly people don't pick up their heads and pay attention who are running these companies. And he was like, well, it is a problem. What should I do about it? And I was like, what? Excuse me? I don't mean to be rude, but get yourself a woman on the board. And he's like.
For example, when I graduated, 84, 37% of computer science grads were women. Now it's something along the lines of 15%.
Right.
That's crazy. How could it be going down? Well, I think that it's a complex problem. I think it happens when girls are sort of an age 11, 12, 13. It doesn't seem cool anymore to be geeky or to be.
I mean, it's kind of like saying, what do you think of this electricity thing? How's it working out for you? You know what I mean? With mobile, it's the atmosphere. You know what I mean? That's what it is. That's what it's now. This, or it's the car. Or you better stop riding that horse of yours. This is it. Mobile is it, and then it will be.
These devices are getting cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. They're becoming more and more accessible to pretty much everybody.
Big one is failure, and that's, you know, the one differentiation about this region, I think, from any other region in the world, and that's the state of mind. It's okay to fail and use your learnings to start.
That's why technology is top in the world in this. That's why we compete, because our founders are running the companies, and that makes a huge difference in terms of innovation, in terms of the group and everything.